Yo, 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 how you guys doing? Happy bro building flashback Thursday on a budget. So we bro building today, but we're not bro building any EV cars today. We're going to be bro building EV cameras, okay? So, to start it all off, where did I put it? Oh man, okay. Start it all off today, we built some JVCs earlier, okay? Let's raise the camera up a little bit. Y'all bear with me for a minute. Let me just raise that a little bit. Okay. So, started off, I ain't using no microphones or nothing. They're just out here just boom on the patio, just doing some stuff. We are going to be building this camera right here. We're going to start off with this. This is a DSR 300, and the 370 looks the same. And the this is the, yes, it's 300. This is the 300, and I think we got the 370 too, which is pretty much the same, just some newer features. These came out in was it 1998, 1998, and when you get these things, it's pretty raggedy here. This is what it looks like. So I bought this body like probably, I don't know, 2 years ago, and I've had all kinds of different builds on it. So we're rebuilding it right now, and we're gonna make it HD. So this is a very good cool camera. Like I said, this was an ENG camera, so your lens will be right here. You'll put it on your shoulder and you'll be holding it like this, and it's going to be real nice. Okay, so the same camera is taken apart. The 3S. This is what it looks like right now, taken apart. This is the this is actually the 370. So this is a later model, but it's still around the same time. 1998. We just said 1998 on these, the 300 and the 370. Okay, this might have been a little later. Maybe 1999 when this one came out, but it doesn't matter. We just did 1998, 1999, and this is the same thing. The DSR 300. I just took it apart. It took me a while to take all this apart. There was only four bolts to take apart the main panel, but then you got to take off the door. The door is 2 bolts, and after you take off the door, you got to take off the emblems and stuff. All the emblems took a little while to take off. I had to bang them out a little bit, and then the mechanism for the door, it kind of flips out. It kind of goes down. It's kind of weird. That was about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe like 8 screws or something to take that out. So it was kind of complicated a little bit. So I was going to show all that, but it would have took up too much of my memory, and I'm not going to waste too much of your time today. So that's what we're building right now. This is the actual door for the 300. We're going to paint it. This is what we're going to do. We're going to paint it first. So like I said, I took it apart. Had all kinds of different hinges on there and stuff. We're not going to go all into that. But this is what the main door looks like now. I took out the black part, which is a glass and had black around it. We're gonna do some stuff with that. And then this is the main panel. Try sanding it down. I tried sanding it down a little bit. It was kind of beat up a little bit. So this is the main panel, and this is what's gonna make the what do you call it? The camera is gonna look really good. So I'm doing the same type of stuff you would normally do, like on a car. I'm not a body specialist or nothing. Guys that know how to paint real good, they could do a lot better than what I'm doing, but this is what it's going to look like. And I even took off the rubber. It was a bunch of rubber. That took me a little while. This rubber that goes all the way around, like a rubber gasket. I took that off too, so I wouldn't paint the gasket. So I'm spending a little bit more time on this one than I did on the DVC Pro. If you look at one of my past videos, the green DVC Pro, the first ENG camera, the first broadcast camera, ENG, electronic news gathering camera, ever painted. I am the one who took it apart and did the rebuild on that. It looks really nice. As a matter of fact, I need to show you some updated pictures of that. I don't feel like pulling it down though right now, but I've got my logos on it. It says WBN 63, and it's all green. That's the one that's my baby. So that's a DVC Pro. I don't know what year that one came out. Probably around the same time in the 1990s. It's not HD. This camera is not HD either. This camera is SD, standard definition. So as far as resolution, I turned it on today. It actually works. It has an error, but it actually works. I don't know if the tape mechanism part works, but I got a picture out of it and everything. I'm not even concerned with that, because the main thing is I'm going to be changing it to HD. We're going to be adding an HD camera inside of that camera. So we're going to take a miniature HD camera and somehow build it in. We may build it into the lens, or we may attach it. Like, matter of fact, I'm recording right now on, I forgot to tell you about this one. This is the Hitachi camera I built yesterday. And we built that one, or the day before. I think it was yesterday or the day before. And this is the Hitachi VHS Super VHS camcorder. Okay, so we're going to talk about that for a minute. I know I've been going off in different subjects, but we're going to go ahead and paint this real quick and get this thing out the way, so that way it's going to dry. I want to paint it and let it dry and things like that. So you guys just, I'll show you what I'm doing when it comes to that. I guess trying to figure out how I can hang this up here. I want to hang it up to where I can get the most paint on it. Okay, so we got the door hanging up there, and then we got the panel sitting up. Nope, that's not sitting up there that good. Okay, we'll do like that. And I think we're gonna do this right here like this. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we're gonna paint the panels. First of all, we're gonna prime them. Okay. You guys want to see all this on camera? I'm gonna have to move my camera back a little bit if you want to see how it's done. I'm a one-man band here, so just bear with me. Can y'all see this? Hopefully you guys can see this. So we're gonna prime it up real quick. I'm gonna sit down, okay? Sit down and do this. Look at it. Oh man, come on. I'm trying to flip that up. Okay. Give it a little prime here, and the reason we give it a prime because we're gonna be shooting it with I should have got white prime. It's probably be okay. We're gonna paint this red. This camera's gonna be red. I think it's gonna look pretty cool. And like I said, I'm not a painter, so I don't actually do the best job. But hey, you gotta start somewhere, okay? You gotta start somewhere when you're doing this stuff. I think it's gonna look pretty good. Now my other camera was I think that's probably enough primer right there. Primer right there looks pretty good. I don't want to do too much. Then we'll let it dry for maybe an hour or so. Then we'll hit it with some red. Okay. So while that's primed up, we're gonna set the prime can right there. We're gonna bring the camera back in. This is one man. It's heavy. It's heavy now because, like I said, we're shooting with VHS. We're shooting with the Super VHS camcorder. Ah, man, this thing's heavy. Okay. Let's shear it back. Okay, I'm framed up a little bit. Cool. Let's give it a little bit more headroom here. Too much headroom. Hey. All right. Anyway, trying to be a perfectionist. So I might be looking kind of raggedy today because, like I said, I'm actually I got pizza in the oven, so I can't be spending too much time out here. But remember, we're taking this 300. This is the whatever this is, the G can't even think of the name of it. The DSR 300 from 1998. From 1998, and we're bringing it back to life. Okay, this way it looks something like this. It's kind of beat up. You can see the door. You can see the mechanism. This one looks pretty bad, and we're just gonna clean that one up. I don't know if we're gonna paint that one or do anything. I decided to paint this one because it was pretty bad. So you're gonna see a big difference when we get done with it. Now what we're gonna show is hang on. Got a couple cameras to show you here real quick. Okay, this is a Canon from 1988. We upgraded this one yesterday to HD. This is a Canavision. We call it Canavision, the Canavision 8 from 1988. Canavision 8 from 1988. It's got this little thing on here because I had it hooked on a tripod yesterday. That's the other side. That's what the other side looks like. Canavision Digital E708. The Canavision Digital 708 from 1988. And it's been upgraded. You can see that there's another small camera right here. That's actually the GoPro. That's the GoPro 5. So that gives me the HD capability. So now I can take this thing out, boom, turn this on, hit the button, and now I can shoot HD with this camcorder from 1988. That's how fast you can upgrade one of these babies. And you might say, well, why would I do something like that? Because I can. All right. what we're recording right now with is another one of the same concept. We're recording with the Super VHS Hitachi camera, and I think it was the VM6000, the VM6000 from 1992. Okay, hopefully I got the dates right on that. I think this is from 1992. And I was trying to keep everything in the 90s, so this one would have been the perfect camera that I would have been using back in the day with the Geo Metro car that I have. This would have been the perfect camera for that. Okay, the next camera that we're going to show you is what is this? I showed you this. This is remember, this is what it looks like before and after. Before and after. This is the DSR 370. It's a 370, which is just like the 300. Don't ask me what the differences on the features are. I don't know. I got them real cheap. I probably got them way back, got them for like 50 bucks a while back, and a couple years ago I've had these cameras actually. Okay, so the next camera we're going to show you, this is one of my favorites. Okay, this is a JVC. Let me look at the number here. The GYX1. We're just going to call it the X1. The GYX1. It's the GYX1 TC, but I'm not going to say all that. But this is one of my favorite cameras, and if you look at it, it's a full-size ENG camera. But it's kind of small. It's smaller than some of the bigger ones, but it's cool. And it's got the VHS-C. This is a VHS-C. This is not 8mm. This is a VHS-C tape input, but it's a SVHS. So this is Super VHS, and that's what I wanted to talk about. Super VHS was the best quality that you could get back in that day. It was Super VHS, and it was a high 8. I showed you guys a couple high 8 cameras a couple days ago, or last week. The Canon high 8 that you've seen, and you also seen the Sony high 8. I don't remember the model number, but I got 2 of those. I just put those on tripods yesterday. So I got 2 of those Sonys, and those were very expensive cameras back in I think those are 1992, somewhere around there, 1992 version. They were very, very expensive, those cameras. I think it was 1990 on the Sonys. And I don't remember the model number now. Huh. I thought it was 5,000 or something. But anyway, the 2 Sonys were high 8. And Canon was high 8. And this is Super VHS. And Super VHS and high 8 were the highest standards that you could get for video format. So this is Super VHS. Super VHS on a mini VHS tape. They call them VHS-C. VHS-C was the smaller tapes that they had that actually went into an adapter, and then you had to put the adapter into your VCR. Okay? Now, speaking of Super VHS, bam! We're going to pop out the big baby. This is the JVC. I just built this one this morning actually with some JVC parts and whatever. I put a different battery on there, and I actually put another smaller JVC, what you call it, eyepiece on here, viewfinder. I put that on there and a couple other things, the microphone. This is the Super VHS, and if you look at it, it'll say S Video VHS in the back. This thing is pretty heavy, and this would have been your normal size ENG camera that you would have had back in the day, and you would have been bam doing your videos. And we're gonna do some more work with this thing, and I'm not gonna worry about it right now. This one is heavy. This is Super VHS, and this would have cost you a lot of money back in the day. This one, I forgot what year, but it was around probably, let me think what year, probably around 95 on this one, maybe 95, maybe earlier. But this is the actual camera head, because you go by the camera head. The camera head is a 3CCD JVC KY19. This is the KY19 camera head, and then in the back there's another series. There's another number for this dockable, because this actually comes apart. This whole system comes apart. You can put a beta back here. You can put different. You can put a beta cam back here, beta SP, whatever. You can put different recording decks on the back, which I'm not gonna take this thing apart because it's pretty heavy. And the back part, I usually have a number for the back part. This was the BRS422U SVHS unit in the back. SVHS. This is the recording unit in the back, and this is the camera head. This would have cost you probably back then, probably about almost 20 grand. Okay, about 20 grand. 1990. We're looking at probably 1990. Could have been 1992, 1993, somewhere in that area. I don't have an exact date on that one, but I do have one that's coming up next. Bam! This was one of my favorite ones. I wanted this camera for a long time. In 1997, I actually went and looked at it, and it was crazy. Me and my ex-wife went and looked at it. Yep. If you see this video, ex-wife, you know who you are. She told me, she said, "What are we doing here?" We went and looked at it, and they wanted you had to get like signed papers to get this camera. This camera was the bomb. This camera back in 1997. Are you ready to hear how much it was? I'm gonna say it. I don't like saying prices, but I'll tell you. 30,000. Okay, 30 racks. That's what the young people say, right? 30 racks. Here we go. Bam! This is, okay, see in the back it says digital.